but how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
This is the Newsradio KONP Noon Report.
Southworth Live in the KONP News Center. Here's a look at what's happening on this Friday afternoon, August 25th. A cougar spotted along the High Ridge Trail in the Hurricane Ridge area this morning, and that trail has now been closed until further notice. Park spokesman Amos Almy confirmed the sighting, but said he had no other information as of 11:30 this morning. A hiker tells KONP that a sign was posted at the trailhead and a ranger was steering people away from that trail. This comes just weeks after an 8-year-old child was attacked by a cougar while camping at Lake Angeles on Saturday, July 29th. The cougar abandoned its attack after being yelled at by the child's mother. The child survived the attack with some minor injuries. That Lake Angeles Heather Park Loop Road area remains closed following that incident. The city of Sequim has declared a drought emergency. Residents there urged to voluntarily cut back on water use now. Yesterday, city officials said that early snowmelt, a lack of spring rain, and low stream flows had prompted the Washington Department of Ecology to declare a drought emergency last month for watersheds, including the Dungeness River Basin. That's where the city of Sequim's water supply is replenished from, and prompted the city then to make the emergency declaration itself yesterday. Ecology's declaration indicated that in the Dungeness watershed, concerns about fish hatcheries and salmon migration have been reported due to low stream flows. Fishery and irrigation managers are now coordinating to maximize stream flows to assist pink salmon currently migrating up the Dungeness River to spawn. City officials say while the city's water comes from wells and not surface streams, water conservation by Sequim residents and businesses can make a difference because of underground connections between groundwater and surface water. OpNet detectives arrested a 40-year-old Olalla woman yesterday on multiple felony charges, including controlled substances homicide. Lauren Smith was booked into the Clallam County Jail after being identified as the person who provided methamphetamine to an inmate at Clallam Bay Correction Center, causing his overdose death. The case began August 13th when correction staff responded to a cell for an inmate showing signs of a drug overdose. Staff attempted life-saving efforts but were unable to revive 32-year-old Yakima resident Cody Swearingen. Evidence samples indicated a positive result for meth. Investigators reviewed video surveillance, which revealed that Smith came to visit Swearingen just hours before his death. The video showed that Smith gave a small package to him during the visit, which then he swallowed. An autopsy was performed. The package was recovered from his stomach. A preliminary test of the substance in the package showed a positive result for the presence of meth. A Forks man arrested for endangering a child with drugs. 35-year-old Johnny P. Robinson was booked into the Clallam County Jail yesterday in the case. It began on August 9th when OpNet detectives assisted the Department of Corrections in the arrest of a subject with an active DOC warrant at his residence in the 300 block of South Bar Road. Officers say no one answered the door, but through a window they could see an 18-month-old child inside with no adult supervision. When officers got inside, they saw a white cloud of smoke in the bedroom from which some adults had vacated. The smell of the smoke was not consistent with tobacco or marijuana use. Officers learned the young child was Robinson's, who also had an active DOC warrant for his arrest. He was found hiding under a pile of laundry and was arrested. Officers located suspected methamphetamine in Robinson's possession, as well as paraphernalia where he had been hiding under the laundry. DOC officers observed hypodermic needles in the bathroom and on the floor in the hall from the room in which the child had been unattended. Suspected meth, suspected fentanyl, suspected heroin, hypodermic needles, and other drug paraphernalia were found in other parts of the house. OpNet detectives took the child into protective custody. More news after this.
It's August and summer is in full swing. Hi, it's Hannah from Brown's Outdoor. Whether you're looking for a new tent, sleeping bag, backpack, or just a new pair of hiking boots, the staff at Brown's are here to help outfit you and your family for your summer and early fall adventures. While you're in, check out our new fall apparel like insulated and wool layering pieces, along with lots of fleece and flannels. And don't forget to take advantage of all the sales on past season clothing. Brown's Outdoor has been family owned and outfitting the Olympic Peninsula for forever.
Hey there, Dawn Riley with Olympic Hot Tub. We're celebrating Olympic's 46th birthday, and there's no better way to celebrate than by giving you the gifts. Outstanding savings on a new hot spring spa and a free freshwater salt system. That's up to $4,200 in savings. Wow! How's that for a birthday to remember? More at OlympicHotTub.com. Better you, better life.
Olympic Hot Tub.
Your Olympic Medical Center is a top 100 rural and community hospital in the U.S. for the 8th year in a row. Our team members' dedication to quality, safety, and care for every patient who walks through our doors is what makes OMC rurally awesome. Congratulations to the OMC team for once again being a top 100 hospital. You should be proud. Learn more at olympicmedical.org/top100.
In other news, a new National Park Service report shows that 2.4 million visitors came to Olympic National Park last year and spent $228 million in Port Angeles and other communities near the park. That spending supported 2,450 jobs in the local area and had a cumulative benefit to the local economy of $320 million. The peer-reviewed visitor spending analysis was conducted by economists at the National Park Service. The report shows the lodging sector had the highest direct effects with $9 billion in economic output nationally. The restaurant sector had the second greatest effects with $4.6 billion in economic output nationally from national parks. Report authors also produced an interactive tool that enables users to explore visitor spending, jobs, labor income, the value added, and output effects by sector for national, state, and local economies. Users can also view year-by-year trend data. That interactive tool and report are available at the NPS Social Science Program webpage, and we've included a link to that along with this story on our website at myclallamcounty.com. What it tells us about Washington State is in 2022, 8 million park visitors spent an estimated $525 million in local gateway regions such as ours, supporting 5,700 jobs across the state and sparking $722 million in economic output in the state's economy. Wildfire danger in the Cascade Mountains will increase this today and into tomorrow. That as thunderstorms roll in and dry conditions continue. The National Weather Service in Seattle has issued a red flag warning for the west slopes of the Central Cascades over gusty winds, dry conditions, and unstable weather that's expected to increase existing fire risks. That warning will stay in effect till 5 this evening. The designation warns that any fire that breaks out will spread quickly. Representatives for 8 of the 9 passengers killed in a seaplane crash off Whidbey Island are suing the flight's charter operator and aircraft manufacturer, saying they are responsible for the victims' deaths. The 3 lawsuits filed Tuesday in King County Superior Court named Northwest Seaplanes and de Havilland Aircraft of Canada, among other aviation entities, as defendants. The single-engine de Havilland Canada DHC-3 turbine Otter was owned by Northwest Seaplanes and operated by Friday Harbor Seaplanes. The pilot and 9 passengers were killed in September last year when the plane en route to Renton from Friday Harbor in the San Juan Islands plummeted into Mutiny Bay off Whidbey Island. Washington State Parks recently unveiled a new logo inspired by thousands of local residents. The park system, which saw a record number of visitors during the pandemic, wanted to capture the reconnection with the state's green spaces through a new visual identity. This new logo will be gradually implemented across park signage, vehicles, uniforms, brochures, merchandise, and digital platforms. That's according to People, the Seattle-based creative agency tasked with creating the new logo. Signs and uniforms will not be replaced ahead of the normal replacement schedule. Now, the park system teamed up with People to serve more than 6,000. They surveyed 6,000 Washingtonians on what should shape the new logo. The agency said it wanted to understand and prioritize emotional themes that connect people to Washington State parks. That's a look at news for now, but if news breaks, rely on us to break in. This is Newsradio KONP.
End-of-life decisions are hard. Be it pre-planning or sudden loss, you need to have an advocate in your corner, which is why I wholeheartedly recommend Drennan & Ford Funeral Home and Crematory in Port Angeles, the only locally owned funeral home and crematory in Clallam County. Their expertise ensures a smooth process so you can focus on healing and being with your loved ones. Their help through the darkest time in my life will forever stay with me. Call 360-457-1210.
Have you heard? There's a new Ace Hardware in Sequim, bringing you their dedicated customer service and care that Ace Hardware is known for. You're invited to a grand opening celebration this Thursday. Be one of the first 50 guests and get a free gift, plus free coffee, donuts. There's daily cooking demos, big brand giveaways, and special buys. The new Sequim Ace Hardware opens this week. We'd love to help you with all your home project and repair needs. See you at Sequim Ace Hardware in Carlsberg.
Tri-State Roofing is one of the premier roofing companies in Washington State. You may have seen Tri-State Roofing at the Clallam County Fair and learned their commitment to excellence extends beyond roofing to window, door, and siding installation as well. Visit tristate.pro to schedule a free inspection and estimate or call 253-ROOFING.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
All Weather Heating and Cooling is your Carrier authorized dealer. The Infinity Heat Pump by Carrier offers the highest heating efficiency, making your home more comfortable and energy efficient. Contact All Weather Heating and Cooling today or go to carrier.com.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast. Mainly cloudy skies expected this afternoon with scattered rain showers likely. Highs around 75. Easterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows level off around 58. Tonight, mainly clear. Lots of sunshine again tomorrow. High of 78. Upper 70s Sunday, turning cooler Monday with highs in the low 70s and thunderstorms possible. I'm weatherology meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently, it's 70 degrees.
From ABC Sports, this is Rich Cantu. The Rangers are losing their grip on their AL West Division lead, suffering a 7th straight loss last night at the hands of the Twins. Ryan Jeffers putting Minnesota ahead late.
It's up to Jeffers as he swings and sends one high and deep to left field. Back it goes! Deep it goes! Gone!
TIBN on the call. That homer giving the Twins a 7-5 lead in the bottom of the 8th. That was the final. The Mariners and Astros now just a game back for the top division spot. In the AL East, Blue Jays, Orioles, bottom 5, tied until Cedric Mullins.
Here comes the full count pitch, and this one's hammered deep right field, way back, and this one is gone. Into the second row, Cedric Mullins gives the Orioles a 4-2 lead.
The call on WBAL, O's win 5-3 to take 2 of 3 from Toronto. The WWE announced the sudden death of 2017 champion Bray Wyatt. He was just 36. This is ABC Sports. Shifting to the National League, the D-backs hosting the Reds. After falling behind 2-1 at the top of the 8th, Corbin Carroll would strike for the D-backs in the bottom of the frame.
And a fly ball to right. Hit it pretty well. Back of the warning track at the wall. It's gone! Carroll did it. A 2-run shot. And he's given the Diamondbacks a lead 3-2.
The call on KMVP, Merrill Kelly fanned 12 before exiting in the 7th with an injury. Arizona wins its 5th straight 3-2. The Cubs keep trying to chase down the Brewers in the NL Central. In Pittsburgh last night, all squared at 3 in the 10th for Ian Happ.
Here comes the 1-2. Happ hits a drive toward right center field. Coming in, the right fielder, Joe, cannot make the catch. It's in there for a base hit. Joe bobbles the ball. Here comes Dansby Swanson. He scores. Happ goes to second. Cubs lead 5-3.
Pat Hughes, WSCR with the call. A bottom of the 10th rally by the Pirates would fall short. Cubs win 5-4. Elsewhere, Mookie Betts had a 7-hit day. The Dodgers took down the Guardians in the resumption of Wednesday's rain-delayed game and Thursday's scheduled matchup, while the Athletics defeated the White Sox. Shortly after that game, A's owner John Fisher told ESPN that the team officially submitted its relocation application to MLB. No vote by owners has been scheduled. This is Rich Cantu, ABC Sports.
For almost 20 years, Mow with an Attitude has been Bad Boy's promise to continue to lead in zero-turn mower innovation, lead in build quality, lead in comfort and value in every class and category of mower we deliver to every Bad Boy mower dealer across the good old USA. Mowing season is here. Get out, stand on, sit on, and test drive your new Bad Boy mower today. Get your Bad Boy mower at Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales in Sequim. Mow with an Attitude.
You know Mountain Dew is like no other soft drink on earth. That's because Mountain Dew is the boldest soft drink the world has ever seen. Today, Mountain Dew, the most iconic flavor in the history of soft drinks, has spawned a new generation of outrageously craveable flavors that share its glory, like Mountain Dew Major Melon, Mountain Dew Code Red, Mountain Dew Spark, Mountain Dew Voltage, and Mountain Dew Livewire. So here's to the neon royalty of Dew and the Dew flavors that have come after it, the boldest flavors on earth.
Let's get a check on Wall Street. Some business news next at 20 minutes after 12 now.
Newsradio KONP Business.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. For the first time in 4 years, Boeing is preparing to restart delivery of its 737 MAX to China. Sources say the first planes could be handed over within weeks. Boeing this month moved 2 jets built for Chinese airlines out of storage. Hawkish talk from Fed Chair Jerome Powell. In a closely watched speech, he said the Fed is prepared to raise interest rates further if needed and will keep them high until inflation is on a convincing track toward 2%. Powell's comments upended an early rally on Wall Street, but the market has since recovered. Dow Industrial's up 295, the S&P 500 is up 38, the Nasdaq gaining 145. Americans are growing more worried about inflation. The monthly University of Michigan survey finds expectations for the next 12 months at a 3-month high as gasoline prices rise. That weighed on consumer sentiment. Larry Kofsky, Bloomberg Radio.
Check on the traffic comes your way next. It's brought to you by Angela's Furniture and by McCrory Carpet One.
Your friends at Angela's Furniture want you to get the refreshing sleep you deserve this summer with some spectacular deals on Beauty Rest mattresses. From now through August 31st, stop by Angela's Furniture and browse their huge selection of Beauty Rest and see deals like $899 for a Beauty Rest Select Medium Queen set or a Beauty Rest Harmony Cayman Extra Firm Queen for only $12.99. And the Harmony Luxe Empress Medium is just $17.49 during the huge summer sale at Angela's Furniture.
McCrory Carpet One knows how important choosing the right pad can be for your new carpet, which is why right now and for a very limited time, when you buy in-stock carpet, you'll get the pad for free. All in-stock carpet is on sale, starting at just $1.29 a square foot, and comes with free pad. But hurry, because the last time carpet flew this fast was when Aladdin and Jasmine were headed for a whole new world. Don't miss this sale going on now, only at McCrory Carpet One.
Newsradio KONP. Traffic and roads.
Up to Clallam Transit Dispatch Center now. That's where Karen's standing by with a check of the noontime road and traffic for us. Good afternoon, Karen.
Good afternoon. Yeah, I haven't got any real issues or problems on the roadways in our area. I do want to let you know, though, on Marine Drive, they are doing one lane with flaggers, and that's up until about 1 o'clock, so they should be almost done with that. The Hood Canal Bridge is open, all vehicle traffic with no scheduled closures at this time. All of the Clallam Transit buses are on their regular routes. And for ferry information, go to your WSDOT website for some real-time info. And everyone have an awesome day. This is Karen, live at Clallam Transit for KONP.
Thank you, Karen. Yeah, I just called up the latest on the ferries. Here's what you need to know if you're planning a Port Townsend Coupeville run. They're all full for reservations, really, for the rest of the day today. And that means if you're going Edmonds Kingston, it is a 2-hour vehicle traffic wait now at Edmonds. So already things backing up there on the Edmonds run here early on a Friday, heading into what is always a busy summer weekend, and that one always backs up on Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays too. Currently, weather-wise out there, scattered clouds across the peninsula with some scattered rain showers as well. It's 66 in Port Townsend, a little warmer out west, 75 at Nia Bay and in Forks. Squim's got 68, and it's also 68 now here in Port Angeles.
A better life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
I'm willing to bet that BMI is a term that you've heard before, probably at the doctor's office. It stands for Body Mass Index, and it's a sort of crude measure of your body fat based on nothing more than your height and weight. The National Institutes of Health has a free calculator on the website that will tell you if you're underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese. Recently, there has been this increasing amount of pushback about BMI within the medical community, since it can only tell you so much about a person's health. At a population level, we know that having a higher BMI can raise the risk of a host of chronic conditions. But the thing is, at an individual level, muscle and bone weigh more than fat. and where on your body you carry the fat. That matters. Now, since there is no other viable alternative, your best bet, as you might guess, is to talk to your doctor about setting some healthy goals. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Wake up, people. You are optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids, to work, to friends, and everything in between. You have to get sleep, and a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movements, learning how you sleep, so you learn to sleep better, night after night. Sleep next level, only from Sleep Number.
It's the biggest sale of the year. Save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed, plus special financing. Ends Monday. See store for details.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. So add those human pawns, loved ones, and save money. Thanks, kids. They're finally worth it. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Get 4 lines on Silver Unlimited for $25 per line per month, plus taxes and fees. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com.
Hello, I'm Jerry Stewart, and this is One Moment in America. Whatever happened to the idea of self-reliance in America? Seeing something which needs to be done and doing it yourself? I'll tell you a story of self-reliance after this important message. Hello, Jerry Stewart here. Stories are a powerful way to teach and a great way to be reminded of our own duties and responsibilities. And when the story is true, it's even more powerful. That's why I love to tell true stories of our American history, to remind us all that we are the greatest nation in the world, yes, but we won't stay great unless we all do our part. Want to be reminded with some powerful true stories? How about 70 stories? For just $19.95 plus $5 shipping and handling, I'll send you my 70 favorite stories on CD, sure to make you think and act. Order now, and you'll also get a copy of my book, Saving America, autographed to you or your favorite patriot. Just call our order line now at 817-576-2976 or order online at www.jerrystewartusa.com. That's my book and 70 True Stories of America on CD for just $24.95. The number again, 817-576-2976. We have become a nation of people who rely on others to fix our problems. If in trouble, we call our state or federal government, but what about helping ourselves? A few years back, there was a small town in Texas running out of water, and very soon that town would literally dry up and die. They asked for help to run a pipeline, but there was way too much government red tape, and it slowed the process to a standstill. But then someone said, let's just build the pipeline ourselves. With their own dozers and tractors, they laid the pipeline themselves and saved their town. The word for today, self-reliance. I'm Jerry Stewart, and that was One Moment in America.
For the Washington State News Network, I'm Michael McDonald. We'll start with a firefighting update. Right now in Medical Lake, the Gray Fire, 68% contained. That's up from 58% yesterday. That blaze stands at just over 10,000 acres. The mayor there at Medical Lake, Terry Cooper, has been in contact with the White House, expecting more information on state and federal assistance soon. Farther north of Spokane, at the Oregon Fire in Elk, containment there now at 16%. Priorities for the next few days continue to focus on structure protection and fire line improvement. A King County man is one of 2 founders of a massive cryptocurrency company being charged with laundering hundreds of millions of dollars for North Korean hackers. A federal indictment unsealed reveals the charges against Roman Semenov, a Russian national, and Roman Storm of Auburn. The 2 co-founded Tornado Cash, a crypto mixer that protects user privacy by obscuring the origins of crypto transactions. They allegedly laundered more than $1 billion. Now, Semenov is still at large while Storm is in custody. North Koreans allegedly used the service in 2022 in violation of U.S. sanctions. And Bellevue-based T-Mobile laying off close to 5,000 employees by the end of September. Company's president CEO said in an email to workers disclosed in an SEC filing that layoffs will mostly affect corporate and tech roles rather than retail and customer-facing roles. For details on these stories and others, download the WSNN mobile app or visit WashingtonStateNews.net.
If you're a contractor, it's now easier for you to do business with the Department of Labor and Industries. Go to lni.wa.gov/skip the line and make an appointment with us ahead of time. No waiting around, no wasted time away from your job site. You get in, get out, and get on your way. Easy. So contractors, just go to lni.wa.gov/skip the line to make an appointment and get back to doing what you do best.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. A grim list is being released on Maui in Hawaii of nearly 400 people who are still unaccounted for in the weeks following the deadly wildfires.
Maui Police Chief John Pelletier says he knows finding a loved one's name on a list of more than 380 missing will be tough to see.
This is not an easy thing to do.
In some cases, it will mean a loved one is dead.
We want to make sure that we are doing everything we can possibly to make this investigation the most complete, thorough.
The police chief is asking for the public's help. And of course, if someone spots their name on the list, they need to tell authorities. I'm Jackie Quinn.
Also at townhall.com, after being booked at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta, former President Trump spoke before boarding his plane to leave Atlanta.
It's election interference. So I want to thank you for being here. We did nothing wrong at all, and we have every right, every single right, to challenge an election that we think is dishonest, that we think it's very dishonest.
Meanwhile, the GOP-led House Judiciary Committee opened an investigation into Fulton County DA Fani Willis Thursday over whether her prosecution of Trump is politically motivated. In a letter to the DA announcing the probe, House Committee member Jim Jordan, the Republican from Ohio, demanded the Democrat prosecutor provide answers over her indictment of former President Trump and his associates. Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the continued strength of the U.S. economy could require further interest rate increases. Powell reiterated the Fed's determination to keep its benchmark rate elevated until inflation has reduced to its 2% target. The Dow is up 331 points, the Nasdaq adding 154. More at townhall.com.
Current events are unfolding like it's right out of the book of Revelations. From the threat of AI to genocide, wars, man-made bioplagues, everything prophesied in the Bible looks like it's happening now. After speaking to Christian leaders from all over the world, I believe the next step is a man-made crisis completely designed to take over our economic freedom. Hi, I'm Lance Wallnow, a Christian author and media analyst who breaks down current events to people just like you who are concerned about their future and the future of their families. I always tell my listeners that my people perish for lack of knowledge, is what the Bible says. You need knowledge about gold IRAs from Birch Gold Group. That's the best option. To see why, text the word faith to 989898 to get a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold Group is the only gold company I trust. I recommend you get their info kit. That's faith to 989898. And then you'll be armed with the information you need in order to have peace of mind and guide your affairs with great wisdom. God bless you.
The U.S. will host Ukrainian pilots for training on F-16 fighter jets. Ben Thomas has more.
At the Pentagon, Brigadier General Pat Ryder.
Following English language training for pilots in September, F-16 flying training is expected to begin in October at Morris Air National Guard Base in Tucson, Arizona.
The training is part of a U.S.-European effort to get the advanced fighter jets to Ukraine for its defense against invading Russian forces. But the Pentagon press secretary cautions it'll take years for Ukraine to have battle-ready F-16 squadrons. Ben Thomas, Washington.
Authorities battling a major wildfire in northeastern Greece that has been described as the European Union's largest recorded single fire have recovered another body. That brings the total death toll from wildfires in Greece this week to 21. One is burning near the northeastern city of Alexandroupolis, the other on the fringes of Athens. Breaking news at townhall.com.
This is the Newsradio KONP Noon Report.
South North Live in the KONP News Center. Here's a look at what's happening on this Friday afternoon, August 25th. A cougar spotted along the High Ridge Trail in the Hurricane Ridge area this morning, and that trail has now been closed until further notice. Park spokesman Amos Almy confirmed the sighting, but said he had no other information as of 11:30 this morning. A hiker tells KONP that a sign was posted at the trailhead and a ranger was steering people away from that trail. This comes just weeks after an 8-year-old child was attacked by a cougar while camping at Lake Angeles on Saturday, July 29th. The cougar abandoned its attack after being yelled at by the child's mother. The child survived the attack with some minor injuries. That Lake Angeles Heather Park Loop Road area remains closed following that incident. The city of Sequim has declared a drought emergency. Residents there urged to voluntarily cut back on water use now. Yesterday, city officials said that early snowmelt, a lack of spring rain, and low stream flows had prompted the Washington Department of Ecology to declare a drought emergency last month for watersheds, including the Dungeness River Basin. That's where the city of Sequim's water supply is replenished from, and prompted the city then to make the emergency declaration itself yesterday. Ecology's declaration indicated that in the Dungeness watershed, concerns about fish hatcheries and salmon migration have been reported due to low stream flows. Fishery and irrigation managers are now coordinating to maximize stream flows to assist pink salmon currently migrating up the Dungeness River to spawn. City officials say while the city's water comes from wells and not surface streams, water conservation by Sequim residents and businesses can make a difference because of underground connections between groundwater and surface water. OpNet detectives arrested a 40-year-old Olalla woman yesterday on multiple felony charges, including controlled substances homicide. Lauren Smith was booked into the Clallam County Jail after being identified as the person who provided methamphetamine to an inmate at Clallam Bay Correction Center, causing his overdose death. The case began August 13th when correction staff responded to a cell for an inmate showing signs of a drug overdose. Staff attempted life-saving efforts but were unable to revive 32-year-old Yakima resident Cody Swearingen. Evidence samples indicated a positive result for meth. Investigators reviewed video surveillance, which revealed that Smith came to visit Swearingen just hours before his death. The video showed that Smith gave a small package to him during the visit, which then he swallowed. An autopsy was performed. The package was recovered from his stomach. A preliminary test of the substance in the package showed a positive result for the presence of meth. A Forks man arrested for endangering a child with drugs. 35-year-old Johnny P. Robinson was booked into the Clallam County Jail yesterday in the case. It began on August 9th when OpNet detectives assisted the Department of Corrections in the arrest of a subject with an active DOC warrant at his residence in the 300 block of South Bar Road. Officers say no one answered the door, but through a window they could see an 18-month-old child inside with no adult supervision. When officers got inside, they saw a white cloud of smoke in the bedroom from which some adults had vacated. The smell of the smoke was not consistent with tobacco or marijuana use. Officers learned the young child was Robinson's, who also had an active DOC warrant for his arrest. He was found hiding under a pile of laundry and was arrested. Officers located suspected methamphetamine in Robinson's possession, as well as paraphernalia where he had been hiding under the laundry. DOC officers observed hypodermic needles in the bathroom and on the floor in the hall from the room in which the child had been unattended. Suspected meth, suspected fentanyl, suspected heroin, hypodermic needles, and other drug paraphernalia were found in other parts of the house. OpNet detectives took the child into protective custody. In other news, a new National Park Service report shows that 2.4 million visitors came to Olympic National Park last year and spent $228 million in Port Angeles and other communities near the park. That spending supported 2,450 jobs in the local area and had a cumulative benefit to the local economy of $320 million. The peer-reviewed visitor spending analysis was conducted by economists at the National Park Service. The report shows the lodging sector had the highest direct effects, with $9 billion in economic output nationally. The restaurant sector had the second greatest effects, with $4.6 billion in economic output nationally from national parks. Report authors also produced an interactive tool that enables users to explore visitor spending, jobs, labor income, the value added, and output effects by sector for national, state, and local economies. Users can also view year-by-year trend data. That interactive tool and report are available at the NPS Social Science Program webpage, and we've included a link to that along with this story on our website at myclallamcounty.com. What it tells us about Washington State is in 2022, 8 million park visitors spent an estimated $525 million in local gateway regions such as ours, supporting 5,700 jobs across the state and sparking $722 million in economic output in the state's economy. Wildfire danger in the Cascade Mountains will increase this today and into tomorrow. That as thunderstorms roll in and dry conditions continue. The National Weather Service in Seattle's issued a red flag warning for the west slopes of the Central Cascades over gusty winds and dry conditions and unstable weather that's expected to increase existing fire risks. That warning will stay in effect till 5 this evening. The designation warns that any fire that breaks out will spread quickly. Representatives for 8 of the 9 passengers killed in a seaplane crash off Whidbey Island are suing the flight's charter operator and aircraft manufacturer, saying they are responsible for the victims' deaths. The 3 lawsuits filed Tuesday in King County Superior Court named Northwest Seaplanes and de Havilland Aircraft of Canada, among other aviation entities, as defendants. The single-engine de Havilland Canada DHC-3 turbine Otter was owned by Northwest Seaplanes and operated by Friday Harbor Seaplanes. The pilot and 9 passengers were killed in September last year when the plane en route to Renton from Friday Harbor in the San Juan Islands plummeted into Mutiny Bay off Whidbey Island. Washington State Parks recently unveiled a new logo inspired by thousands of local residents. The park system, which saw a record number of visitors during the pandemic, wanted to capture the reconnection with the state's green spaces through a new visual identity. This new logo will be gradually implemented across park signage, vehicles, uniforms, brochures, merchandise, and digital platforms. That's according to People, the Seattle-based creative agency tasked with creating the new logo. Signs and uniforms will not be replaced ahead of the normal replacement schedule. Now, the park system teamed up with People to serve more than 6,000. They surveyed 6,000 Washingtonians on what should shape the new logo. The agency said it wanted to understand and prioritize emotional themes that connect people to Washington State parks. This is Newsradio KONP.
Hi, this is Christy from Wild Birds Unlimited. Bird lovers, you can create a refuge in your backyard. Wild Birds Unlimited has birdseed, feeders, baths, and garden decor. Our bird specialists help those starting the hobby, adding enjoyment of creating a bird habitat, and help solve problems that can arise. Open 7 days a week in Gardner.
Wild Birds Unlimited, we bring people and nature together.
Join us for the new Squim Ace Hardware grand opening this Thursday, August 31st. Be one of the first 50 customers. You'll get a free gift plus free coffee and donuts. The Squim Ace Hardware, your neighborhood resource for all your home project and repair needs. Don't miss the grand opening Thursday, and the celebration continues all Labor Day weekend long. Enjoy daily cooking demos, big brand giveaways, and special buys. See you at Squim Ace Hardware, Highway 101, Carlsberg.
Hi everyone, it's Leslie Robertson from the Port Angeles Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here to tell you about some of our upcoming events. First of all, did you know that the Chamber sponsors an exotic trip every year? And this year, it is Italy's Amalfi Coast, including Rome, Pompeii, and the island of Capri. That's March 20th through 28th, and we're taking reservations now. We also have our job fair coming up in October, and of course, the Winterized Village Skating Rink coming up in November. In January will be the Community Awards Gala, and it's not too early to start thinking about your nominations, which we'll start taking in November. We also operate a year-round visitors center where people from all over the world can come in and learn about Port Angeles. If you'd like to support the Chamber or any of these events, you can do so by becoming a member or becoming a volunteer. Our visitor center is especially in need of volunteers. You can find out about any of these events or other Chamber events and programs by visiting our website, portangeles.org, or emailing events@portangeles.org.
Before the weather change, make sure your roof won't leak during that first big storm. Trust Tri-State Roofing, a GAF Master Elite Award winner, representing the top 2% in the nation. Call today and ask Tri-State about financing options, including zero down, zero interest, and zero payments for up to 1 year. Go to tristate.pro for details.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
Call 253-ROOFING.
Experience Ribfest in Esquimalt, BC. Tickets are on sale now for this 3-day event, September 8th, 9th, and 10th. Join our Canadian friends for 6 different professional rib teams competing for your vote, 22 musical acts, and many awesome vendors. The Kids Zone is a favorite of the parents who want to let loose without losing their kids. Package deals available through the Black Ball Ferry line from just $64, including a full rack of ribs, shuttle service, and walk-on ferry passes. For details, visit cohoferry.com.
Check on the weather forecast. Going to see some clouds and some rain showers at times through the afternoon. Highs in the mid-70s to low 80s, and haze from the wildfire smoke continuing. Clearing up by tonight, though, with lows in the mid-50s to lower 60s. Sunny and a little hazy again tomorrow. Upper 70s to mid-80s for your highs. Clear on Saturday night, lows near 60, and then sunny for Sunday with 70s to mid-80s for the highs. Clear Sunday night, lows in the upper 50s. Monday, looking for mostly to partly sunny skies. Maybe a thunderstorm at times in the morning and then late afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 70s. Tuesday, showers likely, highs in the mid to upper 60s. Wednesday, partly sunny and some showers. Highs will be about 70, and Thursday next week looking partly sunny with a slight chance of showers, and your highs are going to be near 70 degrees. Currently out there right now, it is cloudy, and we got some scattered rain showers across the area, too. Port Townsend, 66. In Nia Bay, 75. 75 out west at Forks. 68 in Sequim, and it's 68 with some scattered clouds in Port Angeles right now. We'll take a last look at business news right before the markets close for the week, right after this.
In honor of Overdose Awareness Day, August 31st, please join Peninsula Behavioral Health for a special overdose awareness event at the PBH Horizon Day Center in Port Angeles. You'll enjoy barbecue, community engagement, along with overdose education and resources. During this event, your donation of essential supplies will be accepted to support the Horizon Day Center. We encourage you to participate August 31st from 3 to 5 p.m. Following the overdose awareness event, join us for an awareness march to the Clallam County Courthouse steps for a community rally. And then it's on to the PA City Pier for a remembrance ceremony with open mic, testimonials, and remembrance wall. Help us honor Overdose Awareness Day. Attend our special event at the PBH Horizon Day Center from 3 to 5 p.m. August 31st. Go to peninsulabehavioral.org/supportpbh for more details.
Hello, this is Amanda Huff with Swim Valley and Harper Ridgeview Funeral Chapels. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about a new, exciting, and environmentally friendly development in the funeral industry. It's called natural organic reduction, or simply terramation. Perhaps you've heard of it. Terramation is a process in which the body, after death, is returned to the earth in a carbon-neutral, eco-friendly manner. The process takes place in a controlled environment, and all that remains is a natural, odorless, compost-like material. If you'd like more information about terramation and advanced planning, call us today at Harper Ridgeview in Port Angeles or Sequim Valley Chapel in Sequim, and one of our knowledgeable and caring funeral professionals will assist you in answering your questions. Harper Ridgeview and Sequim Valley Funeral Chapels, because your loved ones deserve the best.
Stick out your tongue and say, ah, it's the craziest thing you ever saw. Here at Olympic Game Farm, they say howdy with a wave of a paw. Now it's hard to steer clear of the elk and the deer when they pop in to say hello. They've got lions and tigers and bears. Oh, don't forget about the buffalo. It's impossible to stay calm, so come out with your dad and your mom. Canine and feline, you'll find us online at onlygamefarm.com.
Jammin' in the Park is back. Norwester Rotary and Koenig Subaru present a day of great live music, food, cars, and a kid zone too. It's Saturday, September 2nd from 11 to 5 at Pebble Beach Park, just north of the new Field Arts and Events Hall.
Jammin' in the Park is made possible in part by the American Anti-Piracy Alliance, Zenovic & Associates, and Angelus Electric.
Come be part of the fun at Jammin' in the Park, September 2nd in downtown Port Angeles.
Hi, this is Clallam PUD. Did you know we have a program where you can help those less fortunate pay their electric bills? It's called our Neighborly Assistance Program. You can make a one-time or recurring contribution to a fund that assists qualified low-income residential customers. Find out more or print the enrollment card by visiting clallampud.net and entering Neighborly Assistance into the search bar. Your community thanks you for your generosity.
Hi, this is Sean McCourt, CEO and Managing Broker with Keller Williams Olympic. I've got a question for you. Are you ready to sell your home quickly and at the best price? So am I. We have a proprietary system developed by our founder that helps us sell more property than anyone else. It takes a lot of hard work, but I assure you our team will work tirelessly to secure the best price for your home. If you're looking to sell your home fast and at the best price, trust Keller Williams Olympic. It's what we do. Keller Williams Olympic, where expertise meets results.
10 minutes till 1, 10 minutes before the close on Wall Street for the week. Let's get the latest.
Newsradio KONP Business.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell led the lineup at the Jackson Hole Economic Symposium, or the Summer Confab. He delivered the keynote this morning, saying the economy is solid but may still require additional rate hikes. He said the economy is growing faster than expected and reaffirmed the Fed's key rate will stay where it is until price increases are brought down by the central bank. At last check, the Dow is up nearly 1%, S&P 500 up 0.80%, NASDAQ up over 1.25%. Amazon's reportedly in early talks with Disney to work on a streaming version of ESPN. Amazon could offer the service through one of its streaming offerings, helping to expand distribution and potentially take a minority stake in ESPN, which is looking at a $20 to $35 a month streaming service fee. Amazon has not confirmed the report. Leslie Lotto, Bloomberg Radio.
Let's get a last check of the roads and traffic this noon hour next. Brought to you by Leeds Farm Supply and Olympic Medical Center.
Bad Boy Mowers is giving back to all those that risk their lives to protect and defend our nation. Our Bad Boys of America Zero Turns for Our Heroes program is available for a limited time at Bad Boy's nationwide dealer network. Qualified buyers, that's veterans, active duty military, first responders, EMTs, firefighters, and law enforcement, receive up to 25% off MSRP on all Bad Boy mower models. Get your Bad Boy mower at Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales in Sequim.
At Olympic Medical Center, we know that medical emergencies can be stressful, overwhelming, and sometimes scary. You deserve compassionate, quality care in your time of need, and we've made significant improvements in our emergency department with you in mind. Your care begins the moment you register. Our caring staff will be by your side, starting in the lobby, ensuring you're informed throughout your visit and doing everything they can to make sure you're comfortable. Learn more at olympicmedical.org/emergency updates.
News Radio KONP, traffic and roads.
Right up to Clallam Transit Dispatch Center we go now. That is where Karen's standing by with one last look at the noontime road and traffic conditions for us. Good afternoon, Karen.
Good afternoon. Yeah, the one thing I do know is on Marine Drive that they have a one lane with flaggers, and that is supposed to last until 1 o'clock, which is almost there. I haven't had an update on whether that is an issue yet. I have had no reported issues or problems on our roadways, except for the drivers are telling me the traffic is really heavy out there. The Hood Canal Bridge is open to all vehicle traffic with no scheduled closures at this time, and all of our Clallam transit buses are on their regular routes. For ferry information, go to your WSDT website for some real-time info. Everyone have an awesome day. This is Karen, live at Clallam Transit for KONP.
All right, thanks, Karen. And I did just check over there, the latest on the ferries. Port Townsend is all booked up for the rest of the day today. If you had a reservation, no more available. They have just some limited standby. And also a 2-hour vehicle wait on the Edmonds-Kingston run continues, at least at last check in the last couple of hours. So it's already backing up there at Kingston and Edmonds as we head into a busy weekend. All right, what's new to watch this weekend? Well, a movie about a racing video game and an Adam Sandler tween comedy. More on that from ABC's Jason Nathanson.
This whole thing is insane.
Gran Turismo races into theaters this weekend. The film based on a true story about players of the video game who got a shot at becoming real race car drivers. It might take the top spot this weekend if it could fend off Barbie. Also new, Helen Mirren stars in Golda.
I will not be taken alive.
Film about former Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir. And streaming on Hulu, it's the comedy Vacation Friends 2. And on Netflix, Adam Sandler and his daughters star in the coming-of-age comedy You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah.
That's why we fought the Nazis!
Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Hollywood.
All right, here are a few things maybe you didn't know yesterday. Wombats are the only known animals that produce cube-shaped feces. Yeah, well, impress your friends with that. While most leap years occur every 4 years, a year evenly divisible by 100 is not a leap year unless it is also divisible by 400. Okay. Venus, the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise on its axis, meaning that the sun rises in the west and sets in the east there. And Australia is wider than the moon. There you go. Some things you may not have known as of yesterday. Kim Commando's next.
The tech company that transformed office work during the COVID emergency made a major decision this week about bringing its own workforce back into the office. If you're a manager or a business owner and you're struggling with the same decision, consider what the CEO of Zoom has to say. I'm Kim Commando, brought to you by SimpliSafe. Save 20% off a new security system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafekim.com. As of next week, all Zoom employees who live within 50 miles of the home office must clock in on site at least 3 days a week. Zoom CEO Eric Yuan says that Zoom was a great idea during the lockdown, but here in the post-COVID world, Zoom says that managing people remotely is, quoting now, really hard. When all employees are on a Zoom call, new ideas are not properly debated. Camaraderie has eroded because of isolation. And in the end, creativity suffers. So if you're making the big return to the office decision, thank Zoom for all the free research. Get tech smart every single day with my free newsletter at getkim.com. These days, every new potential hire can feel like a high-stakes wager for your small business. You want to be 100% certain that you have access to the best qualified candidates available. That's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the right people for your team faster and for free. Add your job in the purple hashtag hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you're hiring. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire. It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs #1 in delivering quality hires versus the leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates worth interviewing. Did you know every week nearly 50 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Kim. That's linkedin.com/Kim to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. linkedin.com/Kim.
For what it's worth, I'm Derek Dennis. A new study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association suggests many of the health claims printed on some fish oil supplement labels may be misleading. ABC News Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Jen Ashton.
Over 20% of older adults take these supplements on a daily basis, and many of them do so to prevent a certain condition.
While fish oil supplements are shown to have cardiovascular benefits, fewer than 10% of supplements that claim to help cardiovascular health contain the recommended daily dose of beneficial oils.
They underscore that these supplements should not, I emphasize, should not be used as a primary preventative measure for cardiovascular disease.
Dr. Ashton says while supplements may be helpful for heart health, they should be balanced with things like diet.
That means eating fish about twice a week, like salmon, tuna, or mackerel. You can also get these omega-3 fatty acids in chia seeds and flax seeds.
For what it's worth, I'm Derek Dennis, ABC News.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair, Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
Olympic Peninsula Title is clearly your first choice for full title and escrow service. But did you know that they're huge supporters of our local community and many wonderful organizations? Olympic Peninsula Title has actively been a part of sponsoring groups such as Operation Uplift, OMC, scholarship funds for Clallam County graduates, graduation parties for Port Angeles and Sequim, the Seroptimus Noon Club, the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Olympic Peninsula, and the Lions Club. Olympic Peninsula Title, continuing to do good things in our great community.
There are no better bath fitter endorsements than from customers who've added to our more than 30,000 local remodels. Convert an outdated tub to a new shower, or make a bathroom safe with a walk-in shower.
My parents needed help with their bathroom remodel, and they needed to get in and out of their tub easier. Bath Fitter offers a tub-to-shower conversion.
Discover why locally owned Bath Fitter has customers referring them to friends and family. Now get 10% off your installation and pay nothing for 18 months. BathFitterNW.com.
The North Peninsula's news. The North Peninsula's talk. News Radio KONP, Port Angeles Swim. A Radio
From
Pacific
ABC
station.
News, I'm Michelle Franzen. The investigation continues into what caused a military jet to crash near San Diego during an overnight training mission. The pilot has died. ABC's Louis Martinez has more.
Moments ago, we learned from a defense official that the pilot of this F-18 Hornet has perished in this crash. We don't have many other details about exactly what happened. What we do know is that this was a training mission, an F-18 pilot flying a nighttime mission, and apparently this aircraft crashed shortly before midnight near Miramar Marine Corps Air Station.
The Kremlin says it is not responsible for the crash of a private jet earlier this week in Moscow that killed Yevgeny Prigozhin, the leader of the mercenary Wagner Group. The U.S. today says an assessment shows a bomb on board is likely caused that blast. Julia Ioffe, a founding partner and Washington correspondent for Puck News, has more.
There's a lot of ironic symmetry here. The fact that Prigozhin's plane crashed exactly 2 months to the day that he declared his march on Moscow, and the fact that he had also shot down a plane with about 13 Russian service members on board.
All 19 defendants in Georgia's racketeering and conspiracy case to overturn the state's 2020 election results have now been booked. That includes former President Trump. The DA now asking for an arraignment date of September 5th. The city of Chicago claiming that 2 automakers are to blame for a surge in car thefts and other crimes.
Chicago says entry-level Kias and Hyundais not having engine immobilization devices mean that lower and middle-income residents are disproportionately affected by an increase in vehicle theft. These claims were made in a lawsuit filed against the car makers Thursday. The city says Kia and Hyundai thefts have made up more than half of all reported this year in Chicago.
ABC's Brian Clark, you're listening to ABC News.
Attention taxpayers, ready for some bad news? With $80 billion in new funding from Congress, the IRS has launched their most aggressive hiring campaign ever to ramp up enforcement. If you're ignoring your taxes, don't delay another minute because your paycheck, your bank account, even your home or business could already be at risk. Now, here's the good news. Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm, can get to work immediately, helping to protect you from the IRS. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their tax attorneys and licensed professionals are experts at resolving tax problems. Let them help determine if you qualify for the Fresh Start Initiative or other powerful IRS tax assistance programs. Take control. Call Optima Tax Relief now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
A woman is safe and her alleged kidnapper in custody thanks to a Post-it note.
It was a brief moment when a woman at a Chevron gas station in Yavapai County, Arizona, passed a Post-it note to another woman asking her to call 911. It launched a response and found the blue Honda van she was in along Interstate 40 Inside, her alleged kidnapper was found, who investigators say used a wig to pretend to be an Uber driver when he picked her up in Phoenix. He was not a stranger. The two knew each other before, but he had taken her and restrained her. She was rescued by police. Kristen Green with the Yavapai County Sheriff's Department.
Thank goodness this customer took her seriously and the customer called 911.
Alex Stone, ABC News.
A frozen vegetable recall over potential listeria contamination. Twin City Foods is voluntarily recalling frozen bagged vegetables sold at Kroger, Albertsons, and Food Lion stores. The company says there have been no reports of customer illness from these products. At the White House today, Vice President Kamala Harris and the second gentleman hosting the 2022 WNBA champions, the Las Vegas Aces.
To the Aces, thank you for your advocacy on the issue of pay equity for women athletes and for all women and their families and for our entire economy. Thank you for that work.
Last year, the Aces beat the Connecticut Sun. The Bidens are away from the White House this week, vacationing in Nevada. This is ABC News.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I'm Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
If you ask me where to go for a great meal, great brew or cocktail, fun atmosphere, and consistent service with a smile, I'll always give you the same answer, and so will everyone else. Next Door Gastropub. Enjoy indoor or outdoor dining, a very unique menu, and unbelievably reliable quality food and service. Get the gang together and make it a date today. The pub is open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 till 10, Fridays and Saturdays, 11 till 11. Next Door Gastropub, where friends eat, drink, and gather.
Before the weather change, make sure your roof won't leak during that first big storm. Trust Tri-State Roofing, a GAF Master Elite Award winner, representing the top 2% in the nation. Call today and ask Tri-State about financing options, including zero down, zero interest, and zero payments for up to 1 year. Go to tristate.pro for details.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
Call 253-ROOFING.
KONP News brought to you by RE/MAX Evergreen Real Estate Outstanding Agents. Outstanding results, 457-6600. City of Sequim declaring a drought emergency. Residents and businesses now being urged to voluntarily cut back on water use there. OpNet detectives arrested a 40-year-old Olalla woman Thursday on multiple felony charges, including controlled substance homicide. Lauren Smith booked into the Clallam County Jail after being ID'd as the person who provided methamphetamine to an inmate at the Clallam Bay Correction Center, causing his overdose death earlier this month.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast. Mainly cloudy skies expected this afternoon with scattered rain showers likely. Highs around 75. Easterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows level off around 58. Tonight, mainly clear. Lots of sunshine again tomorrow. High of 78. Upper 70s Sunday, turning cooler Monday with highs in the low 70s and thunderstorms possible. I'm weatherology meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently, it's 70 degrees.
I'm sorry, so sorry that I was such a fool. I didn't know love could be so cruel. Yes. You tell me.
Welcome to the Girl Friday Show. And in case you're wondering, this music is not random. It's very special music. On the Girl Friday Show today, we are celebrating is it Kiss and Makeup Day?
It is.
Kiss and Makeup Day. I want to make sure I said that right because it is different. It is different from Forgiveness Day. There's a special one for forgiveness.
Well, it
in
actually
July.
is also National Forgive and Forget
week, I believe.
Oh, the whole week. So this week, in case you didn't know, you should have been forgiving and forgetting things. Myself, I don't know if I was doing that.
Should have downloaded the Easier Said Than Done song.
Exactly. I'm going to do that today. So we will be celebrating a little bit later on. We've had a place where you can go and put your forgiveness for someone, and we're going to read those later, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And are they going to be anonymous?
One of them has a name.
Okay.
First names only.
Okay.
And the second one is anonymous.
So make sure you tune in and listen to that, especially if you're somebody that needed to be forgiven. It might be you that you hear about today.
Yeah.
Oh, so we've got a lot going on. It is the very last Friday in the month of August, which means it's the very last Friday of the official summer feel for me. August is kind of it for me. Take my little last bit of vacation. We had the Clown County Fair. So enjoy this weekend. You've still got Labor Day left. Who knows what the weather's going to do. But welcome to the show. We've got all kinds of fun stuff going on. We're going to have some giveaways today. A big giveaway. To Ribfest, which is coming up in Canada, up in Esquimalt. So we'll have that.
It's actually pronounced Canada.
Oh, in Canada, I'm sorry. And Esquimalt, is that what you call it?
Yeah,
something like that. People butcher that name, and that's okay. The only reason I know it is because I've been going to it for years. So stay tuned. We'll be doing that. It'll be a little bit of, so you're ready for it, Canadian trivia. So
From the Canadianites.
Oh, my Canadianites. So anyway, stay tuned. And then, of course, we've got the whole list of weekend events. And we have a special guest on our show today.
You are correct.
We do.
Look at you.
Did I get it all?
All sorts of fun stuff.
Did I include everything?
No. The only thing you forgot to mention was the sponsor of the Girl Friday show, which would be
a very important thing.
Kokopelli Grill and Hook and Line sponsors every Friday. The Girl Friday show. Also from our other sponsor, Fogtown Coffee, which I am currently sipping on. I won. We always have a little competition of who we think has the better drink. And I got to tell you, most of the time it's really hard to decide because they're always such stellar drinks.
Yeah, they're always really good.
And what you like is different than what I like.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's hard to kind of... But I got to tell you, I don't care if you like it or not. I win with this drink today.
You win. But you also didn't try mine. Mine's pretty darn good.
You're right. I didn't try yours because I win.
You plain and simple. And you know what you got? You got the start of the pumpkin spice season in your drink. In your drink.
But it's not like...
overwhelming.
It's pumpkin cold brew. It's pumpkin cold foam.
Yeah. So you didn't get
on
the
top
whole
of my white chocolate cold brew.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about mine and a little bit about Fogtown later. They're busy bees, man. They were killing it at the fair. They were right next to us like they always are. And they've been very busy and they will continue to be busy. So we'll talk about both of our sponsors. Hopefully we'll get to chat with Chef Michael.
Yeah. I think so.
He's a busy guy too.
I think he's setting up for a pretty big event tonight. Isn't tonight the Hall of Fame dinner?
I think
so. And I think he's doing that. So.
I think so.
Are you ready to do some events, Stephanie?
I'm ready to do it.
Gosh. You should have heard me this morning.
I heard.
I couldn't say one word correctly.
Words are hard.
Yeah, I have a performance tonight too, and I'm just like, I can't say words. Words are hard.
Are you going to lip sync? You probably should.
Let the boys sing.
And now, things to do and see, live from the studio at KONP.
Let's go ahead and start with something very important that's going on, and you are involved in this as well.
Who, moi?
Yes, you and your little band. I don't know if you guys have heard of them before.
My Merry Men.
Your Merry Men. I don't know. They're just this little tiny band called Black Diamond Junction. So the big event involving Black Diamond Junction is Fall Fest and Extreme Sports Park presenting the annual Northwest Beer Fest. This is right by my house, and man, when it is going on, you see it and you hear it. It's really cool, really big. It's happening tonight and tomorrow night. 2 full days chock full of live music, of course, Black Diamond Junction, 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes.
6 o'clock tonight, and some other ones, and then more tomorrow.
Yes, so we're playing 6 to 8, and then at 8 o'clock is the Randall Wolf Band.
Ooh.
Our buddies, we love them.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, I think, did I see Bread and
I believe so.
And then Scott.
I think the professor is going to be there tomorrow.
And then the end one, the big one at the end, the same one from last year, Lawson.
Eric Lawton.
Lawton.
Oh, yeah.
And I think 99% sure I saw him on the list for tomorrow.
With 8-second ride.
Yeah, all kinds of. I remember you talking about it last year.
He's a sight for the ears and the eyes.
So live
He's
music.
also like my brother, so I'm allowed to say that.
You are.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
He's probably married.
He is married. That's why I wanted to disclaimer of he's like my brother. I don't want people to be like, that Amanda, she's horrible.
Oh, you're not.
For other reasons, it's okay.
So aside from the music, you're going to see tons of food vendors, a beer garden, a whiskey wagon.
Woo!
Whiskey wagon, I love that. Axe throwing, mechanical bull riding. They weren't going to have that, and they had it replaced at the last minute, so I'm very excited they get to have that this year. Festive games and tastings from over 15 different breweries, wineries, cideries, and craft cocktail vendors. So get your party shoes on, be ready to spend 2 full days, rain or shine, eating awesome food and singing along to the best music. And then, of course, sample all the breweries. And why not take the worry away with no driving? Camp out for one or both nights. Snag your tickets, reserve a camp spot, and a full schedule of Beer Fest events by visiting fallfestportangeles.com. I heard you struggle with that yesterday.
Oh, I struggle with a lot of things.
fallfestportangeles.com. So, again, Northwest Beer Fest tonight and tomorrow at the Extreme Sports Park.
I think I need a vacation.
You do.
I think I'll take one in October.
You know what? Why don't you camp out there tonight?
Oh, I'm good.
Something else we've got. You're like, where's my hotel room? Music on the Straight at Field Hall. This is happening, I think, tonight and tomorrow night from 7 to 8:30.
That would be tomorrow night and Sunday night.
Oh, tomorrow. Oh, 26th. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
The 26th and the 27th from 7 to 8:30. Jeremy Dink is performing Box Complete Party Toss.
Look at you.
I don't know if that's how you say it. I tried. I'm not going to say it again. Music on the Straight presents Jeremy Dink performing Box Complete, that word. One of today's leading interpreters of Vox keyboard music is returning for the 4th time. Why are you laughing?
Because Eric's listening.
Oh,
he's so cute.
That's so adorable.
Go on. I'm sorry.
Back to Jeremy.
Sorry. Yes.
It's okay. He's probably not listening, so we're good. Again, 26th, 27th, 7 to 8:30. The cost is $5 to $50, and that would be depending on where you sit.
Mm-hmm.
But anywhere in that hall is amazing, from what I understand.
Yes, and I will be very excitedly sitting there with my mamacita on Sunday. I have tickets, and I am so excited.
That is so cool. Yeah. And why don't you know how to say that word either?
Because I probably do and didn't want to. I just want to watch
want to butcher
squirm.
it like me.
No, I just want to watch you squirm.
Thanks. You can go to fieldhallevents.org, and then they'll have Music on the Straight right there. You can click on and get your tickets and find out all about it. Probably how to pronounce that word as well.
There's no hand raising at this performance. Excuse me, sir. Could you tell me how to say the name of the thing?
What does that mean? It just means all of it. The complete, that word.
Good job.
Mm-hmm. We also have something going on tomorrow. I love a good performance out at 7 Cedars in Club 7. Janice Lives. You know who Janice is?
Yeah, Janis Joplin.
Okay, well, of course.
What time is that? Because out on the patio is at large.
I asked you earlier what else was going on. You know what? You're so humble. You never bring up the... You're like, me? You never bring up the things you're doing.
I know.
Okay, well, what time are you performing on the patio?
6 to 8.
Oh, well, obviously you go out there and see you, and then you go into the show at 9.
There you go.
Okay, Janice Lives. It's the closest thing you're going to see to ever seeing a live Janis Joplin concert. Talented cast of musicians aiming to bring the music of Janis back to life and into the hearts of new generations. A lot of kids don't even know who she is, which is a tragedy.
You know who's going to be there is Todd, me, and Bobby McGee.
Man, you are funny today.
Thanks. I can't say words, but I can come up with some real bad jokes.
You are funny today. Anyway, you can go. You want to get tickets because the door line starts before 8. The doors open at 8, and I've been to a show where you need tickets. So you want to go online, go to 7cedars.com, and it'll direct you on where to buy tickets. There were some left. Hopefully, there still are. Anyway, tomorrow, Club 7, 7 Cedars Casino. Tomorrow, out at the Eagles, they had a change. They wanted me to mention there's a membership drive from 11 to 3, and they'll have food and drink, and it's a fun place. I used to be an Eagle. They were supposed to have Fat Chance there.
And now you just fly with turkeys.
No, man, you're on a roll.
Sorry.
You're flying high today, baby. So the membership drive from 11 to 3 will not have Fat Chance playing. I've got some stuff going on. But you can still get in and find out all about an Eagles membership without being one. Of course, get in and check it out. And then we're going to jump forward a little bit because these are very important things, which I mentioned, the Esquimalt Rib Fest. Here are the details in case you don't win the tickets today that we'll be giving away. September 8th, 9th, and 10th, right around the corner. 3 days. You don't go to all three. It's not like you can go to any one of the days. Right across the water, of course, in Canada. You can enjoy award-winning ribs, craft brews, ciders, wine, and there's a lot of ciders, wine, and beers going on. It's the end of summer. We're really going out with a bang.
Cideries, wineries, and vendories.
Vendories, yeah. You'll see a ton of awesome vendors there, too. They'll have a place where you can tie-dye shirts. That's fun. You can take your kids. There's a kids zone. I heard if you want to let loose and not lose your kids, drop them off in the kids zone. Be careful, though. They have one of those rolling balls that you put your kid in, and you know the ones that look dangerous? Those big, blown up.
You know what would be best? Is if you also put paint inside with it. You could tie-dye your kid. They roll around. It's like Jackson Pollock.
People will get rid of the tie-dye vendor, and they'll be like, move over here, buddy. So anyway, you can take your kids there and you can enjoy a little fun, maybe some brew. You'll be voting. When you get your ribs, you vote on the best ribs. There's 6 different ribbers. It is high energy. They are banging bells and yelling out and giving out samples. I have had such a good time every time I've gone. And it's an annual event, of course, and just minutes from the Victoria Ferry. It's about 10 minutes to get up to Esquimalt, and you can book a package with Black Ball Ferry Line. That includes, this is like a half off, discounted full rack of ribs and a side, shuttle to Ribfest from the ferry, and ferry fare for only $64.
That's a bargain.
It is huge. It is amazing. I've already booked mine, and of course I didn't win tickets, so I had to pay full price. So you guys are getting a deal if you get in and do this. Huge savings. You'll even see overnight packages with some of the hotels they partner with. The Coho is great about that. So for details, visit cohoferry.com, or this is the number you're going to have to call to book it anyway. 1-877-386-2202. Esquimalt Rib Fest again, September 8th, 9th, and 10th. And we have got also the second season of the sprint boat racing happening that same weekend at the Extreme Sports Park, September 9th and 10th. You'll be heard all across town. If you're not out there, you'll hear it. You'll want to get over there and get your tickets today. Be in the middle of it all. $35 a night is camping. That starts at noon on Thursday before the races, or you can just bring your chair and kick back and go for the day. Tickets are available online at extremesportspark.net. And of course, end of the summer, you've still got the Port Angeles Farmers Market on Saturdays from 10 to 2. And then the Squim Farmers Market from 9 to 2. And the summer market is about to end on August 30th, so just a few days left. 4 to 7 on Wednesday. The last Wednesday, August 30th. So next Wednesday from 4 to 7 down at the Gateway Center, downtown Port Angeles, of course. So there's some stuff going on. I gave you plenty to do this weekend and in a couple weekends.
So much to do.
I know.
Crazy.
I know.
Well, I'm really excited because when we come back from this break, we are going to have some very special guests in studio to talk about this weekend's performances at the Field Arts Events Hall. And we are going to have James Garlick, who is the co-artistic director of Music on the Straight, in here. And we're going to talk about this week's performance. So stick around on the Girl Friday Show.
Your community-minded friends at First Fed bring you the Community Corner, highlighting good things happening right here in our area.
The Social Norms Club for Youth invites you to the Summer's End Festival Sunday, August 27th. It's free of charge, open to all ages, and a great event for students and families. Summer's End Festival is a celebration and support for students heading back to school. Don't miss Summer's End Festival. Enjoy free school supplies, a bouncy house, games, music, circus performers, and what's a festival without cotton candy and some face painting? The Summer's End Festival, August 27th. It's in the event hall and the lawn at the First United Methodist Church at 7th and Laurel Streets in Port Angeles. First United Methodist Church, committed to the youth and families of Port Angeles.
Community Corner, presented by First Fed.
Welcome back to the Girl Friday Show here on Newsradio KONP, Port Angeles Squim. I am your humble button pusher, Amanda Bacon, here with the effervescent and beautiful eye candy of the show, Miss Stephanie Ray.
You're too kind.
I am. And but we've also got some
on fire today.
We also have some incredible guests in studio. We have Richard O'Neill and James Garlick from the Music on the Straight series that's going on. And I have this incredible computer screen that's blocking James's face. Hi. So I'm just going to have to pretend that you're over there. Please note that I'm looking at you through the screen. I wish I was there.
I can see him.
I get to see Richard.
Oh,
so we've got. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man. All right. So James, let's start with you. Let's talk a little bit about this weekend and what's go. Actually, before we talk about this weekend, let's talk about Music on the Straight and how it got started.
Sure. Well, thank you, Amanda, for having us on this show. We're really glad to be here. Music on the Straight started back in 2018. But it really started long before that. Richard and I both grew up here on the Olympic Peninsula. I was in Port Angeles. Richard was in Squim. We studied with the great music teachers of the area, Phil and Deborah Morgan Ellis, and played in the North Olympic Youth Symphonies and the Port Angeles Symphony, and were really nurtured by this incredible community. And we came back in 2016?
Yeah.
To play back with the Port Angeles Symphony. Maestro Jonathan Pasternak invited us both to come play a solo together, and that really planted the seed for this project. And we just started talking and said, we haven't been back in town to perform much. Let's just give this thing a try. It was a real experiment in 2018. Invited some of our friends, and it really took off. The community supported this wholeheartedly, and really created a grassroots effort, and it's just been growing, and been a wonderful journey ever since.
Now, you say you invited some of your friends. I mean, your guys' friends are ridiculously talented. So it's not like you called up like Steve and Nate and you're like, hey guys, want to come form a garage band? Like, we're talking actual musicians. Nothing against Steve and Nate. I'm sure they're lovely too. But Richard, tell me about your involvement in this and what made you want to bring this to this area.
Well, James has been a really great friend over the years, and a lot of my I grew up in Squim, and but unfortunately for me, a lot of my family that I grew up with, they're no longer alive. So I think James and this whole thing has been reconnecting with this area, even though my blood family no longer is here. There were so many people that were so kind and so generous to me when I was a student. Mm-hmm. And this whole music festival, there's friends here, so why don't bring friends, from all over the globe? And we've been very lucky. I think a lot of people have really been all in with this project. Mm-hmm. The original season, our resident bona fide genius, Jeremy Dank, one of the great pianists of the world and a great author. Jeremy loves the Pacific Northwest, and he loves coming here. Our cellist, Anya Aznavourian, also is from the original crowd. And then I'm in a string quartet that's based in Boulder, and they've also fallen in love with this place. It's a very, North Olympic Peninsula it's always been a special place.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Mr. Dank, and he is going to be performing with you guys this weekend. I get to be there Sunday.
Nice.
You have no idea how excited I am. A, because it's a night out and I get to put on something nice, and B, because I get to see you guys. So tell us a little bit about this show that's happening this weekend.
We actually have 3 shows this weekend. It's a jam-packed weekend. Starting with yes. So tonight is our first show up at Peninsula College, this intimate and acoustically pristine hall up at Peninsula College that we love playing in. So tonight we have a few tickets remaining, like 5 or 6. If you want to come hear Grieg's amazing string quartet, the concertmaster of the Seattle Symphony, Noah Geller, and Mari Yoshinaga, an internationally renowned percussionist. We have a great show. We're also featuring a string quartet by Jared Tate. He's a really wonderful indigenous Native American composer based in, he's part of the a Chickasaw tribe in Oklahoma.
Wow.
And so we're really excited to be performing his work tonight. So come check that out if you're interested, up at Peninsula College tonight. Tomorrow, Jeremy Dank performs Bach's Complete Partitas, which is going to be an incredible spiritual experience. I'm going to be in attendance. I don't have to play. And Jeremy's recitals are literally some of my favorite musical events in my life, and it's here in my hometown. So that's incredible. Come to that, please. And then also Sunday is our finale program, also featuring Jeremy Dank and friends. And so we play chamber music with him, performing music of Brahms, Robert Schumann, and Clara Schumann, the 3 of which were some of the most closely connected musical voices in the history of music, and to have the 3 of them side by side is a really special experience, and Jeremy will kind of walk us through that incredible dynamic that they had. So
I'm 100% gonna stand up and be like, I've met them.
I know that.
I'm just gonna be like, hi everyone, and just wave at you. So I expect a wave back. They're gonna be like, I've never seen her. I have no idea who she is. She followed us in here. She's crazy. Stalker. Stalker.
Please.
So how could people get tickets to this? Richard, tell us if you happen to know off the top of your head, since I'm springing this on you.
Well, we're very lucky this year because, as everyone knows here, the Field Arts and Events Hall is open.
Yes.
And it's sort of an embarrassment of riches. We have 2 wonderful venues. So for Saturday and Sunday's concert, you can still go to our website, Music on the Straight. But you can also now go to Field Arts and Events Hall's website, and they also have tickets. We have a really nice thing that we've tried to do, because we originally had community concerts that we opened up to everyone, and so for both Saturday and Sunday we have a pay what you can. It's basically
that is awesome.
The $5 or whatever you want to offer, you're more than welcome to come, and it's kind of amazing. Jeremy is doing, I think, this program later in Carnegie Hall, but in some ways we have our own slice of Carnegie Hall here now. We have Field Hall, which it's a marvel, and we also have the college. So it's really, I encourage everybody, if you haven't heard somebody like Jeremy, he's an amazing writer, he has an amazing book, but this Bach program, I heard it earlier in the summer, and it's pretty extraordinary. It's and our jam session day, where we're all getting together on Sunday, is also going to be
I am so excited.
Incredibly
for that.
fun.
Yeah. Wow. So the Steinway. Tell me about this piano, because this is probably one of the nicest pianos on the peninsula.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's a real, and the point of it is to have a community asset. It's there isn't there never was a 9-foot full-size concert grand here before. So in our past festivals, we always had to rent an instrument from Seattle just for these concerts. When the Port Angeles Symphony has a piano soloist, they have to rent a piano from Seattle and bring it out. And so, Steve Rader Ginsburg and I, Steve, the director of Field Arts and Events Hall, we started talking, and I I was saying, there's this big, beautiful hall being made, but we really need this a piano that's going to be part of the hall. It's part of the building. It's what people can see and hear. And I said, Steve, if I could help find, with my connections, I think I can find a really good instrument at a good price, and also have my friends help find something that's really going to serve this community well. What if we kind of came together and worked on fundraising for this as a joint project, really, between Field Hall and Music on the Straight, and the community really stepped up, and people were enthusiastic. And then we finally got it here for the opening concerts with the Brubeck Brothers, and then our opening concerts last week. And then I was so nervous. We had two of the world's greatest pianists, Garrick Olson last week, Jeremy Denk, and I'm like, okay, I think it's good. Are they gonna like it? Are they gonna like it? And they both really have enjoyed this piano and its sort of warm, rich tone. And I think it's just been a real exciting thing for the community to see.
Good choice.
So
Good
we
job.
got lucky.
That is incredible. That is incredible. Again, his realm of our friends and a really good price, totally different than my friends or budget. This is just incredible. What an incredible gift you have given this community. And I think it's so special that you have come back and brought the love that was shown to you guys and helping foster your love for music and your creativity, bringing it back to the peninsula and giving it back to all of us. It's a beautiful thing, and I hope younger generation is taking note that you can do great and amazing things in this world, and you can still come home and be with people who love you.
We're really, our little youth orchestra is sort of mighty. I mean, Derek Kilmer is our
yes.
He's our congressman. He played the double bass,
Right.
And
I remember.
him.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Went to school with him.
That's so funny.
It's always there's this is as people that live here know it's a people keep to themselves sometimes, but there's a lot of amazing people.
Big people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of people who think they're big, and that's fun too. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. It is a joy to have you here. I'm very glad that yesterday didn't quite work out for everyone, because that means that we got to see you today, and I think it worked out
We're so
the
grateful.
best for us.
Well,
thank you.
Selfishly.
Wonderful host. Thank you so much.
And I am so looking forward to seeing you guys Sunday, and it's going to be just a fantastic show. And if you guys want tickets, there is still time to get tickets. And when you listen to this podcast, because why wouldn't you listen to this podcast? It's been chock full of terrible puns all afternoon. You can have I will have a link on the podcast page so everyone can come get the tickets. And also you can learn a little bit about Music on the Straight, which I think is just a fantastic organization. So thank you, gentlemen, so much for being here. We appreciate it immensely. Stephanie and I are going to go sip on some Fogtown coffee. And in the meantime, we're going to try and get a hold of Chef Michael, who is crazy busy. So I don't know if we'll be able to, but I'm going to cross my fingers my
crossed.
toes, and I would cross my legs, but the counter's a little too low for that. So stick around for more of the Girl Friday show right after this.
Hey there, Dawn Riley with Olympic Hot Tub. We're celebrating Olympic's 46th birthday, and there's no better way to celebrate than by giving you the gifts. Outstanding savings on a new hot spring spa and a free freshwater salt system. That's up to $4,200 in savings. Wow! How's that for a birthday to remember? More at OlympicHotTub.com. Better you, better life.
Olympic Hot Tub.
Jammin' in the Park is back. Nor'Wester Rotary and Koenig Subaru present a day of great live music, food, cars, and a kid zone too. It's Saturday, September 2nd from 11 to 5 at Pebble Beach Park, just north of the new Field Arts and Events Hall.
Jammin' in the Park is made possible in part by the Port of Port Angeles, the Lower Elwha Clallam Tribe, and by Pacific Office Equipment.
Come be part of the fun at Jammin' in the Park, September 2nd in downtown Port Angeles.
For almost 20 years, Mow with an Attitude has been Bad Boy's promise to continue to lead in zero-turn mower innovation, lead in build quality, lead in comfort and value in every class and category of mower we deliver to every Bad Boy mower dealer across the good old USA. Mowing season is here. Get out, stand on, sit on, and test drive your new Bad Boy mower today. Get your Bad Boy mower at Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales in Sequim. Mow with an Attitude.
Live music, obstacle course, climbing wall, bounce house, fire truck s'mores. Admission is free, grab a beer or wine. Play, laugh, dance around, have a great time at the Fall Spectacular, spectacular. So much fun. Fall Spectacular, something for everyone.
Join us for Fall Spectacular, a free event on September 9th at Peninsula College. Visit fallspectacular.org.
There are no better bath fitter endorsements than from customers who've added to our more than 30,000 local remodels. Convert an outdated tub to a new shower, or make a bathroom safe with a walk-in shower.
My parents needed help with their bathroom remodel, and they needed to get in and out of their tub easier. Bath Fitter offers a tub-to-shower conversion.
Discover why locally owned Bath Fitter has customers referring them to friends and family. Now get 10% off your installation and pay nothing for 18 months. BathFitterNW.com.
For the Washington State News Network, I'm Michael McDonald. T-Mobile, based out of Bellevue, Washington, laying off close to 5,000 employees. This will occur by the end of September. The company's president and CEO said in an email to its workers disclosed in an SEC filing that the layoffs will mostly affect corporate and tech roles rather than retail and other customer-facing roles. He added, positions impacted are mostly duplicative to other roles or no longer align with company priorities. A detective with the Tacoma Police Department now recovering, this after a shooting that sparked a manhunt Wednesday. Tacoma police say the detective was shot in the shoulder just south of Irving Park. Officers saw a car driving erratically and watched it until it came to a stop. As they approached the vehicle and the passengers fled and fired at the officers. A manhunt shut down the area for hours. Tacoma police eventually took 2 teenage boys into custody. And the Fort Vancouver National Historic Site is bringing in over $63 million to the surrounding communities. National Park Service reports 964,000 people visited the park last year alone. Their spending supports 873 jobs in that local area. The park had its largest economic benefit since data has been recorded, and it shows a steady recovery since the pandemic. For details on these stories and others, download the WSNN mobile app or visit WashingtonStateNews.net.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
I taught for 20 years, until I started forgetting my lectures.
Eventually, he had to quit. Getting his early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard, but it gave us time to take control of the situation, together.
I can't imagine going through this without him.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast. Mainly cloudy skies expected this afternoon with scattered rain showers likely. Highs around 75. Easterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows level off around 58. Tonight, mainly clear. Lots of sunshine again tomorrow. High of 78. Upper 70s Sunday, turning cooler Monday with highs in the low 70s and thunderstorms possible. I'm weatherology meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently, it's 70 degrees.
Feeling like a 10, the best I ever been. And yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Now you're out here looking like regret. Ain't too proud to beg, second chance you'll never get. And yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Now payback is bad shaking, baby, I'm a bad
I love this song. It's a good one.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
Welcome back to the Girl Friday Show, sponsored each and every week by our friends at Kokopelli Grill, and more specifically, Chef Michael. We have him on the phone. We are very lucky you're not too busy to talk to us, Chef Michael.
Yeah, I got both my girls.
You do.
Ah, man, I am blessed.
Aw.
How's your day going, buddy? I know you're super, super crazy busy.
Yeah, we're loading up right now for a 200-person wedding at Field Event Hall, so we're busy.
Oh, so nothing big.
Nah.
So what's on tap this weekend over at Kokopelli?
We got filet mignon, we've got maquikas, Brazilian fish stew with the whole ocean in it, and we're still doing the chanterelle roasted garlic puree bruschetta, and of course we got oysters grilled or fresh in the half shell, and clams and mussels, and fresh salmon, fresh halibut, just all kinds of cool stuff.
I love it. And how are the reservations going for tonight and this weekend? You guys already booked up for tonight, I'm sure?
We're pretty booked up for tonight. There's a few left for tomorrow. Sunday's looking a little bit better. Things have actually slowed down a tiny bit.
That's probably a welcome change for you, because slow down is still crazy busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And things are good over at Hook and Line?
Everything's blowing and going over there.
I am craving. We are starting to get to I want some of your chowder.
Chowder season.
Yes.
Well, it's always chowder season, but right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually sprinkling right now.
I know, but
Isn't
it's supposed
it glorious?
to stop around 3, so we might have a little sun later.
Yeah. Well, we need the rain. I'm grateful for it.
I know.
Hardcore. Well, Michael, we didn't get to chat with you live last week. We had a little pre-recorded because we were up at the fair, and then I think.
And how did that go?
Busy, really, really busy.
Yeah,
12-hour day.
Fun though?
I always have fun at the fair. I mean, I don't know if Amanda does, but I sure do.
I absolutely do not. So that's why Stephanie took my shift for me on Sunday. No, it's all good. It's all good. But, it's always nice to have the county fair in town and get some people out doing things. And it's a great community.
The weather was beautiful and it wasn't too hot.
Yeah, it was incredible. Well, Chef Michael, I just want to remind you how much Stephanie and I love you, how much the crew at KONP loves you. You are a staple and a fixture in our tummies and in our hearts here at KONP. And we just want to thank you so much for the years of support that you have given the Girl Friday Show, the Friday Show, KONP, the whole kit and caboodle.
Right on. Well, I love you girls too, and have a wonderful Friday.
Oh,
we will. You too,
my dear.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you soon, honey.
Thanks, girls. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Aw, Chef Mike.
He's the best.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to take another quick break. And when we come back, we are going to give away some tickets and read our I'm Sorries. Actually, one is an I'm sorry, and one is she is going to forgive so that she can move on. It's a pretty great one. So stick around to the Girl Friday Show, brought to you by Kokopelli and Fogtown, right after this.
Stick out your tongue and say, it's the craziest thing you ever saw. Here at Olympic Game Farm, they say howdy with a wave of a paw. Now it's hard to steer clear of the elk and the deer when they pop in to say hello. They've got lions and tigers and bears. Don't forget about the buffalo. It's impossible to stay calm. So come out with your dad and your mom. Canine and feline, you'll find us online at onlygamefarm.com.
If you're an avid DIYer or builder, it's a necessity to have the right tool for the job. Makita and Milwaukee Power Tools have more than 200 right tools for the job, all running on their own battery platforms. That means a battery from your Makita or Milwaukee drill will also fit the battery to your same brand circular saw, leaf blower, grinder, or any of the other 196 tools they make. At Angelus Millwork and Hartnagel's, we stock the largest selection of Makita and Milwaukee power tools in the area, and we'll back it up by matching any non-promotional advertised price. These are not the power tools of 10 or even 5 years ago. The technology has grown to allow for greater power, longer battery life, and greater versatility. If you haven't handled a power tool in a while, we invite you to come on in and try one out for yourself. Make your next project that much easier with a Makita or Milwaukee power tool from Angelus Millwork and Hartnagel's. Angelus Millwork and Hartnagel Building Supply. Building homes, building community since 1906.
Before the weather change, make sure your roof won't leak during that first big storm. Trust Tri-State Roofing, a GAF Master Elite Award winner, representing the top 2% in the nation. Call today and ask Tri-State about financing options, including zero down, zero interest, and zero payments for up to 1 year. Go to tristate.pro for details.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
Call 253-ROOFING.
The Co-op Farm and Garden has the chainsaws that eat branches for breakfast and logs for lunch, the trimmers for those long on grass and short on time, and leaf blowers that, when started, make yard debris jump up and move on its own. I'm talking about the Echo Power Equipment that's in stock and ready to make light work of the heavy jobs you have around your home. Not sure what you need? The knowledgeable staff at the Co-op can help. Shop local, shop Echo. Shop the Co-op in Squim.
Such a good song.
I've never heard it.
Really?
Sir Elton.
Sir Elton. Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
What's perfect leading into this segment.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Girl Friday show. I have something to talk about, and it is so delicious. I love when we have delicious conversations. Fogtown Coffee is one of the co-sponsors of the Girl Friday show, and today they brought us some fabulous treats. I got the hot, and you got the iced. Today,
yeah,
I have a hot caramel apple cider. Oh, the little bit of caramel. Oh, it is good.
Yeah.
It is very good. And you have
this pumpkin cold foam is ridiculous.
Okay, you have me in the mood to go. I said I wasn't going to do pumpkin spice till October.
Yeah,
not going to wait. I might not make it.
So good. It doesn't taste. It's not like overly pumpkin-y like it should be pumpkin pie. It's got that wonderful like
spicy.
nutmeggy.
Yes, that little spice. It is a white chocolate Americano with a pumpkin cold foam, all the fall vibes. So if you would like to get a little taste of these or something similar, they do it made to order, whatever you want. Fogtown Coffee is located at 1105 East Front Street on the corner of Front and Chambers. They are open 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 7 to 4 on Sundays, or you can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Just look up Fogtown Coffee. So thank you again to our Fogtown peeps, Rose and Maddie, and all the team over there. Thank you so much for being co-sponsor of the Girl Friday show.
All right, well, since we're listening to sorry seems to be the hardest word, I got some apologies.
Yay.
This comes from Wendy. I want to ask my husband, Billy Boy, to forgive me for getting angry at him a few weeks ago before I knew the whole story. Patience is not my strongest virtue. I love you.
Oh, I hope Billy Boy is listening.
I think that's very sweet.
It is.
And the anonymous... My kiss and makeup would be to a former boss. I could then forgive her and move on.
Oh.
Let bygones be bygones and let go.
That's a really good one. Yep. I think that in my lifetime, I could have done that. Probably either way.
Yeah.
I probably would have been looking for that, and I probably could have done it. So that's hard.
I know.
That's really hard.
Today's a great day to reach out and tell people you love them. And right now, we're going to tell you we love you by giving you tickets to Ribfest. If you know the answer to this trivia question, Stephanie, do you have the trivia question?
It's ready.
Ready.
It is ready.
Tell me what it... Oh, If you or anyone in your family has won or in your household has won any prize from us during any of our contests in the last 60 days, please refrain from calling. The number to call is 360-457-1450. Here we go.
This is for tickets to Rib Fest up in Esquimalt. That's
Good
the
job.
Victoria Ferry. You're going to take it over. So you get Rib Fest tickets and you get a shuttle and ferry fare. So the Canada-based trivia question is, what is Canada's national sport? What is Canada's national sport? This is the key here, there are two options. Two options for answers here. Either one is okay.
All right, here we go. Girl Friday show.
Hey, how about hockey?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. You got it. And do you know, just for bonus, do you know that is the winter national sport? Do you know what the summer national sport is?
Curling?
No. It's one more guess. Anything?
I don't know.
Lacrosse. It's lacrosse in the summer.
Doreen's been standing behind you saying that.
Lacrosse.
That's hilarious.
Who's calling?
Dwayne Roberts.
Dwayne Roberts?
Hi, Dwayne.
Awesome.
Hi.
Good job. So you've got yourself some tickets to Rib Fest. We have them here. Again, it's the 8th, 9th, and 10th, so you just need to pick them up sometime in the next week because you do have to call and make some arrangements for ferry times. Okay, Dwayne?
Okay, we'll do.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Yep. Nice.
That's good.
All right, we're going to take just the last final break so that when we come back, we have like 13 seconds to tell you all that we forgive you for, I don't know what. We'll come up with something to forgive you for right after this.
Join us for the new Squim Ace Hardware grand opening this Thursday, August 31st. Be one of the first 50 customers. You'll get a free gift plus free coffee and donuts. The Squim Ace Hardware, your neighborhood resource for all your home project and repair needs. Don't miss the grand opening Thursday, and the celebration continues all Labor Day weekend long. Enjoy daily cooking demos, big brand giveaways, and special buys. See you at Squim Ace Hardware, Highway 101, Carlsberg.
The second weekend of this season's sprint boat racing is happening at the Extreme Sports Park on September 9th and 10th. The Steel America sprint boat races will be heard all across town. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today and be in the middle of it all. Watch power explode in twists, turns, and incredible navigation skills. Make it a weekend event and camp for just $35 a night starting at noon on Thursday. Or just bring your chair and kick back both days. Tickets available online at extremesportspark.net.
There are no better bath fitter endorsements than from customers who've added to our more than 30,000 local remodels. Convert an outdated tub to a new shower, or make a bathroom safe with a walk-in shower.
My parents needed help with their bathroom remodel, and they needed to get in and out of their tub easier. Bath Fitter offers a tub-to-shower conversion.
Discover why locally owned Bath Fitter has customers referring them to friends and family. Now get 10% off your installation and pay nothing for 18 months. BathFitterNW.com.
I'm sorry for the way things are in China. I'm sorry things ain't what they used to be. More than anything else, I'm sorry for myself.
John Denver.
Sorry for China?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, it was political.
You just played it because it's John Denver.
And it says, I'm sorry.
Does your John Denver tribute play this song?
He has. It's not one of his big hits.
We forgive you for not laughing right now.
And I think that we've all given up on trying to apologize for China. So I think it's kind of a lost cause at this point in time. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Well, thank you so much for spending the quickest hour in radio here on the Girl Friday show.
And we forgive you if you're just now tuning in.
But we won't forget.
It's been a funny show today. I mean, I think so.
Stephanie, in the last minute that we have here, what do you want to tell people? What do you got going on this weekend?
I'm going on vacation. It starts after the show. I'm going to go to the lake, spend some time with my daughter and my mom, and the rest of my family will come out and join us. So I'm hoping for some good weather next week. Sunshine this weekend. I'm excited. You have some shows.
Yeah.
Exciting weekend. Life of Amanda.
I got to go to the lake last weekend.
Oh, I know. I remember.
Yeah, but I didn't show you the picture that I took.
Oh, I need to see that.
Yeah, you do, because no one else gets to. Yeah, thank you once again to our sponsors, Kokopelli Grill and Hook and Line. Thank you for always being there for us and for the delicious food that you provide our community. Also, thank you to Fogtown Coffee for keeping us caffeinated and rock and rolling every Friday. And again, for all you do for the community. What incredible sponsors and partners we have.
We're so lucky.
All right. You kids have a great weekend. Stay safe and enjoy the smidgen of raindrops that are falling out on the peninsula. Have a great Friday. Psych. I can't. I forgot that we took out the commercials, so we didn't have to end at 57:50.
Do we have another song we can play?
We have another 2 minutes.
I told you this show was funny. Oh, here, I have something.
Oh,
okay.
God.
It's the makeup. It's the best makeup movie scenes ever, and you need to go
27.
You need to go rent these movies. Do you remember The Notebook?
Oh,
great movie about Allie and Noah reuniting after years apart. Big argument, great makeup. Happy Gilmore apologizes to Chubbs by saying, "I'm stupid, you're smart, I was wrong, you were right, you're the best, I'm the worst."
Wow.
You're very good looking, I'm not attractive. Jerry Maguire, of course, the I love you speech.
You
Pay
had
it
me
forward.
at hello.
Pay It Forward with Helen Hunt when she forgives her mom.
Okay, that movie killed me.
Yeah, and The Color Purple. It was a really good movie. She forgives her dad. All the good stuff. And last, The Green Mile, when John Coffey forgives his executioners wrongly executed. So go watch one of those movies this weekend if it rains and you need to sit inside. Wow. Otherwise, save it for next week when it rains.
Because they're just a laugh riot minute, all those movies.
No,
Happy Gilmore.
They're emotional.
There's not enough Kleenex in the world for me to get through those movies this weekend.
They're good ones.
Here's another good love song. A little Baby Come Back.
Good thing we had all these ready and queued up. Jeez.
Wow, I have one job, and it's to tell time. And evidently, I can't even tell time with digital countdowns.
Terrible.
I'm going to go take a nap.
Online at myclallamcounty.com. Newsradio KONP, Port Angeles, Squim, a Radio Pacific station.
From ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. All of the 19 defendants have now been booked in the Georgia conspiracy case to overturn the state's 2020 election results. Former President Trump booked yesterday on more